This is the Relationship Podcast.
This is the Mental Health Podcast.
This is the Self Love Podcast.
This is the Real Life Podcast.
And this is my sister's keeper. Hey! Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my sister's keeper.
Hey, welcome back.
It's your girl, Chae, and my co-host and sister is here.
Hi, I'm Nina.
And we want to thank all of our current listeners and followers who have been with us for the support. We appreciate it so much. And we also want to welcome all the new listeners and followers.
Yes, welcome.
Are just now tuning in. Welcome. So also we have a special guest with us today, Sierra. This is my friend from work. We used to work together, and we stayed in touch here and there throughout the years. And she's our special guest today. So
welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're so glad you came.
So happy.
Yes. So
Yes.
also, what did you want to?
Oh, yeah. So just to give you
About
guys a
last week.
recap, last week our episode was about our first of many mental health checks. So we just basically wanted to piggyback off of that for this week. And this week we want to talk about a very important component of a healthy, mental health, a good relationship with your mental health, and that would be self-love. So that's what we want to talk about today.
Yeah. The most important relationship you could have is with yourself. So this episode is definitely going to shine a light on that, because I don't think, a lot of people recognize how important that is. And if you're missing it, if you're trying to love somebody else, it's just not going to happen. So what do you think of when you hear the term self-love, Nina?
Okay, so when I hear self-love, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind initially is, of course, exactly what it is, loving yourself. But to me, I also think of, like you said, that's the most important relationship you're ever going to have in your life is with yourself. People come and go, but, you are stuck with yourself. So that relationship is the most crucial you will ever have. So to me, it's just the most important relationship of your life. So
Yeah, that you need to pour in the most to is the one with yourself.
yeah. Also, I did have a definition, though, from Forbes Health. I just want to read that real quick. It states that self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself. And according to the Brain and Behavioral Research Foundation, it says, while it can look different to each person, it encompasses being kind to yourself. Self-love can boost your well-being mentally, physically, and spiritually. So,
Okay. So, Sierra, why is self-love important? In your opinion, why do you think it's so important?
My outlook on self-love and why I feel like it's so important, any relationship that you have with anybody reflects on how you feel about yourself,
right.
how you allow others to treat you, what you allow, what you don't allow. It's all about the love that you have with yourself. I find that very important because that's the foundation of the start to any relationship. You're always going to keep growing and evolving and keep finding yourself throughout life.
Right.
Lord's willing, and the more that you discover about yourself, you'll learn I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago.
Yes.
My choices aren't the same. My thought process isn't the same. Did I answer the question?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that was
1,000%.
Yeah,
that
that was
made
really
so
good.
much sense.
For real, that was perfect.
Yeah, I feel like you could run from other people, but you
You
can't run from yourself.
Not absolutely not.
You cannot run from yourself.
And
Right.
it's like when you see people fabricating things, they're doing it because they're covering up something.
Right.
You can try to fool everybody else, but you can't fool yourself.
Yes.
You have to look in the mirror and be able to love and accept who you are.
Right.
You have to be able to look at yourself. You have to be able to live with yourself.
Right.
And that's the most beautiful part of having genuine self-love. Looking and accepting and acknowledging, even if you have flaws, acknowledging those to make necessary corrections.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That was perfect. I
Yes.
love that answer so much.
Wow.
So I do have a question for Chae, just to go off of that. So Chae, why do you Well, as important self-love is, it definitely can be challenging to a lot of people. Well, I feel like everybody at some point in your life, it can be very challenging. Why do you think self-love is so challenging?
Okay. This question, I think I just figured it out because I struggled with loving myself for a long time and I didn't realize that that's what was happening. I never thought I was the problem. You know what I mean? Like I would self-sabotage relationships with people and that's a form of not loving yourself.
Yes.
Like I would like literally block people from getting too close to me. And I thought it was like, you know, whatever. They don't deserve to know me that well. Like
Yeah.
I was really stopping that. So
Yeah, but I was getting in there though. Okay.
yeah, of course.
I was gonna be
yeah.
your friend. And that was period. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm more so talking about, you know, relationships with men.
Absolutely.
They didn't need to get too close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, I definitely get that.
But it's challenging because it's yourself. Like I think that we think what we're thinking in the moment is right. And if nobody else is telling us that we're doing something wrong, and even if they are, we probably don't want to hear that. You know, it's just challenging because it's your own mind that's trying to convince you that what you're doing is right. And it's okay to accept that it's not.
Yes.
But that's what makes it challenging to me, in my opinion.
Taking accountability is
that,
a part of self-love.
That part,
Yes. Because you're taking accountability and you're correcting it, and a lot of people cannot do that.
No.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I can honestly say at 35 years old, I am a very accountable person. If I'm wrong, I will be the first to say it because I know that I'm not perfect. You know, and I know that you can't always play victim.
Right.
You know,
right.
you have to take ownership, and you have to correct what you need to correct. So that's a part of self-love because I feel like you're doing what's necessary to correct to be a better person for you.
Exactly. I think that it took, I mean, for me, and I see it happening more with people in my age group, I feel like when you reach your 30s, you just have some sense of wisdom.
Absolutely.
And it just happens. Like, everything we was doing in our 20s, like, I would never.
Some people who still stuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
But
it is.
Yeah.
For the most part, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think I might be a little in between.
You just turned 30.
I literally just turned 30.
Yeah.
But I mean, I am recognizing like some of the shit that I did before, and like now that I'm like here, I'm like I can't settle for that shit no more.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
like
not.
I'm not gonna take that.
No. And it's like with each experience, you have to get some type of knowledge, some type of lesson out of it.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
But you have to get a lesson and you have to learn from that, and that's how you make better decisions.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I can definitely understand that for sure. I'm sorry if I keep chiming in.
No,
that's
not
what
at
you're supposed to
all.
do.
Yeah.
Exactly
This is
what you're
beautiful.
supposed
I
to
like
do.
this.
Yes.
This is a
very
beautiful
comfortable.
experience.
Very
Yes.
comfortable.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
y'all so much.
I love all of y'all.
I'm glad I met y'all. Yes.
And I'm actually just about to go into that about Sierra, guys. Okay, so Chae and Sierra work together. I actually literally just met her in person today. So I am having the time of my life right now. But I want to tell you guys like why I am so excited. And I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I'm already tearing up. But
don't do me like that, bruh.
So last year, actually in January last year, Sierra she made a live video on Facebook, and my sister showed me the video. At first, I didn't know what to think. I just thought it was like, you know, a live of somebody talking. But what she was talking about was actually about the topic today, and it was about self-love and having confidence for the new year. And at the time, I was going through so much shit, and that video came into my life at like the perfect time. You literally spoke life into me.
Oh, don't do me like that, bro. You gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry. Like it really touched me. Like what you were saying. Just about like, you know, like how life is hard.
I'm just speaking from the heart, honey. I'm just being real. I'm a real person. And, you know, I don't try to fabricate. I just want to be able to touch somebody because I know that I'm not the only person feeling this way and going through this. You know, and God had put it on my heart to talk about it at that time. I'm glad.
I'm so happy I met you.
I'm glad that connected us, and I'm glad that you got, you know, something out of it. But girl, you got me over here crying.
I'm so
now.
sorry. I'm like, you don't understand.
That really touched me, girl.
like when you like I don't remember
Oh,
everything you
thank
said,
you.
but you were just talking about like, you know, all the shit you've been through in your
Absolutely,
life.
yes.
And like how you got to stop letting people play you.
Yes.
I've let people play me my whole life, and I let so much shit happen to me
Yeah, but
because
it's
I didn't love
okay.
myself.
Because
you know?
it's never too late to let people know when they got you fucked up.
And
It's
I remember
never
you
too
said
late.
that. I remember
It's
you
never too late.
Yes.
You know, you could be here 1 minute crying, letting them do you any type of way. You spin around in the chair, bitch. You ain't gonna do me no type
Right.
of way no more.
That's
It's
right.
never too late to put a stop to that. But I'm so glad that I didn't know I had that much of an
Yes.
impact on you, and that makes me feel so good. Cause my passion in life is to teach and reach somebody. I'm an only child. You know, I don't have any siblings. So whoever I came across paths with, I always wanted to come across people that I can always learn something from.
I only have a
And
phone.
as I got older,
I don't know.
oh girl, you fine. And as I got older, I always wanted to, which with things that I went through and things that I had to learn from, I always wanted things to be a lesson to others. You know, but I always just speak what's on my mind and speak what's on my heart. It's always been my passion to talk to people.
Yeah.
And I've always my dream is to be a nurse. I love helping people. I love, you know, taking care of people. That's just my passion. Every time I'm in a hospital, I feel like that's where I belong.
That's beautiful.
I could be in so much pain that I'm laying there like, what's that for?
Yeah.
So how long did you go to school for? Like,
Right.
I just love it, you know. But I also want to start a nonprofit organization for young girls.
Oh yes.
And I just want to just
For
have
real.
a place where they could come and just let things off their chest, you know.
A
And
safe space.
I
Yeah.
feel like I really feel God blessed me with the best mother. And the things that she taught me, I want to be able to pass to other people, pass to other young ladies.
Yeah.
Because a lot of young ladies are out here raising themselves. They have self-esteem issues. They making the wrong decisions, and they really don't know no better.
Yes.
And, you know, God blessed me with 2 sons. I never had a daughter, but I want to be able to be a big sister or some type of positive role model to somebody.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, as much love and as much positivity that my mother poured into me, I just have enough. I want to share with everybody.
Right.
And I want to just speak life into young ladies and be encouraging. My mother always spoke life into me. She was always encouraging. She was always just my biggest cheerleader, my biggest motivator. She always told me there is nothing in this world that you cannot do, Sierra. You put your mind to it, you can do it. She never used stupid. She never said can't. She was always very encouraging to me, and she was always positive.
Yeah.
So I want to share that because a lot of people didn't get that.
Right.
And even a lot of my friends, you know, came forth and told me years later, like, your mother, you know, was just here for me. You know, when I couldn't come to my mother about certain things, I was able to come to your mom, and your mother was like a second mother to me, and that touched me. That really touched me because she always just wanted to just be a good role model, and I think that's where I got that from with her.
Oh yeah. For
But
sure.
y'all got me crying.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. This means a lot to me, and I really appreciate you ladies genuinely having me here. And I'm just so glad I was able to just really help you and really touch your life.
And also something like we're going off like it's okay. Like I just have to say this. Like what you were saying about like how some girls didn't have that.
Yeah.
I was one of those girls.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, obviously me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Like
both didn't.
like growing up in
Yes.
our family, like we didn't have life spoken into us, you know,
Yes.
like you're beautiful, you matter, like
Yes.
not blaming our parents, but they didn't have
No.
that to them, so
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
can
teach it to
understand
us,
that.
And
you know.
the cycle repeated.
Yes,
Mhm.
And that was just something we had to learn later on in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I do believe that it's never too late. Like it's
No,
never
not
too
at
late.
all. Not at all. I'm 35 years old, and I'm really coming through to see what real, true love is. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I have many basic problems going on. Money short, waiting on my W-2s, the
Right,
regular
right,
problems.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm so blessed and I'm so happy. I'm in good health. My kids are in good health. I have a job. I have a roof over my head. I'm able to feed my kids. It's the little things that I'm grateful for
Right.
that keep me going when I want to complain about stuff that really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And just it's a blessing within itself to be here today. To be in you ladies' presence And this is the beginning of something good.
Yes,
This
it
is
is.
not, but y'all, this ain't gonna be the last time y'all see me.
Oh no, we
Oh,
would
At
love to
all.
have you back.
yes.
We
At all.
definitely will have you back.
But I'm
I,
so glad that I was able to really touch you and other people as well. You know, a lot of people reached out to me after that, and you know, I just want to continue to just put out good positive work, good positive words of encouragement.
Yes.
It's so much trash on TV.
Oh my
Women
goodness.
getting in these houses and fighting and pulling off wigs, and for what? What are we getting into it for? What are we fighting for? We're queens, we're women.
Yeah.
We're supposed to pull together. And why are we being entertained by this?
Right.
You know, while we're sitting here and we're watching things that are poisoning our minds, we could really be online learning different languages, teaching each other stuff,
Right.
Building
learning
each other
different
up.
things.
Right.
Yeah.
Uplifting
And it's
each
just
other.
sad, but it's never too late to pull together to be an example to other people.
Yeah,
Right.
You know,
and I
not at
think
all.
It starts like if you really want to get there at the root, it starts with the younger generation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what you was talking about, that's definitely a
Yes.
possibility. I wanted to do something like that too,
Oh, yeah.
especially. I know we are getting off topic.
That's okay, though.
But
I
I just wanted to say about teaching young people in school about consent.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
something that's not learned in sex ed class. If
Yes.
sex ed class even exists anymore, it's just a part of health class.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a whole class.
There
but
needs to be, yeah.
consent talk, and then just about self-love, respecting yourself and respecting other people, like that's definitely something
Absolutely.
that
'cause
younger
that goes
people
a
need.
long way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
for sure. We did have some questions for you, but we kind of answered
We
like half of them.
Okay.
A lot of them was answered. Let me see.
But that's okay though. That's okay.
Oh, all of them was answered.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think
Well,
that was all of them.
But well, I don't know. Well, we can like. Well, okay. So I know it was a year ago, and do you know like exactly? Do you remember like what made you that day want to get on live and share your message about self-love like that day? Do you remember?
I do.
If you want to share with us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't mind. I just hate that I keep crying.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I had got out of a really bad relationship with my son's father. We had broke up in June of 2021, but I had allowed him to still stay in my house until December of 2021. So, long story short, in November, I ended up going out of town for my birthday. Again, me and him was not together. He was just in my house. So I ended up going out of town for my birthday. I ended up getting sick while I was out of town. I was only out of town for about a day and a half. I had to come back. Ended up in the hospital down in Georgia. I had to come back. Flew back to Youngstown. Okay, I had to pay extra $150 to change my flight.
Wow.
Then when I got to the airport, I was already sick. So I had to, sit there and wait for my flight to come. We flew here, back to Cleveland from Atlanta. As soon as we got to the airport, I couldn't find my car for an hour. I finally found my car. I sat in my car and fell asleep because I just did not feel well. I left the airport and I started to get on the freeway on Frost Road. I ended up hitting a patch of ice and crashing my car.
Oh my God.
I had to pay $185 for a lift to take me home. AAA couldn't come tow my car. My car ended up getting impounded by the police department. When I got home, my kids were with my dad still. When I got home, my son's father was home. He was at work. I had got home about 3 in the morning. I think he had got home about 7. I had asked him, I said, I ended up, crashing my car when I got back to Youngstown. On my way to Youngstown, I need to go up there and get my car out of impound. This man cussed me out, called me all types of bitches. You shouldn't have went to Atlanta. That's what the fuck you get. Da-da-da-da-da. We ended up fighting. I ended up putting him out my house. I ended up having my birthday dinner. Everything went fine. I ended up back in the hospital 2 days later. So me and my kids went through the holidays. We had a decent holiday. New Year's came. And I just could not believe everything, just how bad my year had ended. I wasn't taking that no more. I wasn't taking that disrespect. If I would have put that man at my house when we broke up, he wouldn't have had no opportunity to disrespect me at all. And I just knew I wasn't dealing with that anymore. So I just dedicated for the new year of 2022 at that time for myself. I wasn't taking anything less than what I deserved, period.
Amen.
Because every time you sit around and be nice and, okay, well, I'm not going to say anything, people
Yeah.
get more nasty or more, you're not going to keep playing with me like that. I'm doing you a favor.
Right.
You're cussing me out because I need a ride to go get my vehicle. I'm your child's mother and I'm letting you live in my house.
Right.
You don't even care that I'm safe or anything. You're cussing me out and told me, no, you go find one of your fucking friends to take you. Okay, well, you find somebody else to house your homeless ass.
Right.
You got to go.
Yeah.
Right.
So he had to go. And I never, after I put him out that day, you can never come back. I'm
Right.
done. Because you had my peace and everything was messed up around here. I'm burning sage. You're getting mad. That means you don't need to be here. Got to go.
Right.
So after I dealt with that in December, I said never again. The thing that made me put out that live, you don't never, ever, ever take less than what you deserve. I should have got rid of that man a long time ago when he disrespected me when I was pregnant. But I wanted to try to stay and try to make it work because I want to be a good example to my kids. Being a good example to your kids is loving yourself and leaving things that don't no longer serve you. And that man tried to break me down mentally. I ended up in a mental hospital for 3 days because I let him get to me. I ain't never been in no mental hospital, and I've been bipolar since I was born.
Me too.
And I'm letting you get to me to the point that I have to go to a mental hospital and be away from my kids because you want to be toxic and you want to talk to me crazy. You have to go. You're disturbing my peace. I can't live like this anymore.
Right.
And I had to sit there and think like, is this somebody I want to walk down the aisle with? Is this somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with? Oh, absolutely not. We're arguing and fighting in front of my kids. That's not healthy.
No.
And I'm not no better than him because I'm allowing this to go on in my house.
Yeah.
So I had to put that live up because you don't never take less than what you deserve. Never. You don't never settle. God makes billions and billions of people. And now he got all types of people you could choose from. Bisexual, transsexuals, all types of people.
Right.
So there's no reason for you to settle
Yeah.
at all. And I'm never settling again in my life. Never. And I never want anybody else to feel like they have to settle.
Yeah.
Men, women, anybody. They'll never settle.
Right.
You have your standards here. You keep them here. If people can't reach them, they can't fool with you. And
I know,
that's
that's
just
right.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just
Yes.
that. But you have to take ownership. You have to take ownership and charge of your life. And I wasn't about to let nobody keep playing me.
Yeah.
And the way I had to fight in my own home, no, you're not going to keep disrespecting me. I'm going to put a stop to this today. And I wanted to share that, because I want people to know no matter what situations you are in, it's never too late to leave. It's never too late to take charge. It's never too late to take ownership of your life.
Okay. I mean, I agree with that 1,000%.
Yes.
1,000%.
Sorry for the long
Oh,
story,
no,
but I
no.
had to get to the point
Yeah.
of my breaking point of the disrespect.
Yeah.
No, because I was always curious, like, because your message was so powerful.
Yes.
I just always wondered, like, what sparked that in
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah. Just past relationships. Tired of hitting my head. Tired of looking silly. After a while, us as women, we want to call and talk to our friends, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you keep complaining about this stuff over and over, okay, now we got to find a solution. Now we got to get out of this. We got to make better choices.
Yeah.
And I just got tired of that. They say I don't want to mess up the saying, but it's once you I don't want to mess up the saying, but it's like once you sit in shit too long, you don't smell it. I don't want that type of situation. I want to recognize and realize when something ain't healthy and get on about my time, because time you don't get that
No,
back.
you don't.
Right.
And I don't want to waste nobody's time, and I don't want nobody wasting my time. Life is definitely too short.
Too short.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's basically it. As far as that goes, that's the reason why I put that message out.
And I thank you for sharing that with us, because, like,
Yeah.
it was just such a beautiful, powerful message.
Yeah.
Like,
It
I still get emotional
other
thinking about
things
it.
That was, that played a part in it. I had to let go of a few friendships. I had to cut a couple people back and, let a couple people go. And that also played a part in that message as well. Because, friendships are like relationships. And sometimes, you sit around with friends. Again, you sit in shit, you don't smell it.
Right.
People make little comments, but you think that they're cool. And, well, that's my friend. And, backhanded compliments. And, you have to know when it's time to let people be.
Right.
Because, if people only do what you allow them to do,
Yep.
nobody's going to say, I'm going to quit being mean to her. That's not nice.
Right.
They're going to keep doing it. and doing it until you check them on it.
Yep.
Because as I always say, you let somebody slide and they ask on ice skate.
Yes.
Them days is over with.
Yes.
I will cut a little hole and your ass gonna skate right in that hole in
Right.
the water. Because I'm
like
not
that.
having that anymore.
I like
Yes.
that.
So,
Yes.
and that also played a part as well. Like I said, self-love is about how you allow people to treat you. Friendships, relationships, anything.
Yeah.
It's about what you allow. And a lot of stuff I don't allow anymore. That's why I don't be bothered with a lot of people, and I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah.
On God, I have not lost a friend I want back. I am thankful for everyone God removed out of my life. It's made me a better person.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy for that. Because I think God makes room for better people to come into your life.
Yeah.
Better people to be there to cheer you on, and y'all cheer on each other and y'all
Yes.
grow together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
That's deep. I like
Yes.
that a lot.
yes, thank
Yes.
you.
I really
I'm just,
do.
I just tell it how it is. I'm not perfect. I'm just a real person.
Yeah. And once we accept that nobody's perfect, it's better.
Absolutely.
A lot
And once
better.
you accept it, once you truly don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about you, and you really don't care, everything else is fine.
Right.
And I used to be so, well, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to say this wrong. And my mother always told me, Sierra, you're going to get tired of that one day.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to just start going off because you're going to get tired of people playing with you. And I reached that moment. I hate that I reached it after I lost my mother, but I know she's in heaven and she's happy that I'm not taking any silliness anymore. But I treat people how I want to be treated. I'm not perfect, but I don't do nobody dirty because I believe in karma
Oh,
for
yeah,
real.
for
And
sure.
I always try to put my best foot forth when
I was like,
talking to
y'all, we live in the city.
Yes, we're downtown. Downtown.
I just always want to put my best foot forth when establishing any type of relationships with people. I really learned my lessons with just a lot of things, and just with that, it's just a lot I'm not going to accept anymore, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah. You got to get rid of all the negativity.
You have to.
All
you
of it.
have to, because it's going to weigh you down as a person. And when you have so much to offer,
Yeah.
them people ain't worth weighing you down.
No.
They got their own demons they fighting. I ain't about to play with you. You better go there
Yes.
and pray, because I'm not about to play with you.
I know.
So Chae,
Yeah.
I also wanted to see if you wanted to maybe share a little bit of your self-love journey, if you
Oh,
would.
yeah, for sure. So my self-love journey, it had a lot to do with comparing myself to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And like a big part of it was, I think it was social media that probably kind of had a lot to do with that, because I would see other people reaching milestones in their lives that I haven't reached yet. So it made me feel like I was behind, and
You
I
feel
was
like you were supposed to be doing
yes,
that.
like
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time ago. Like
Yeah.
right now, if I'm being 100% honest, I thought I would be married, but I'm
Yeah.
not. Never been proposed to, and I mean now I feel like I'm okay with that, but it took me a while to get there, and I struggle with it. So, also setting boundaries was a part of my journey to self-love.
Yes.
Like you said, not dealing with nothing nobody like is trying to get over on you with, like you
Mhm.
just not taking it no more. So
Mhm.
once I got over that, that helped me reach another level of my self-love journey, and just taking accountability,
Yes.
because I just didn't realize how much that impacted me loving myself.
Yes.
Yes.
I did
Yes.
not realize it. And
It
it's
changes how you look at
Oh
different.
my
It changes how you
gosh.
look at the world.
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes, it really
does.
does.
felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Mhm.
Yes.
When I was able to see all the things I was doing wrong and
Mhm.
fix them.
Mhm.
I took a break, like a hiatus, and I really focused on self-help, helping myself to
Yes.
fix my toxic traits. And it felt
Yes.
so much better. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I swear to you, once you take accountability, because nobody is perfect, we all a little toxic sometimes.
Absolutely.
So once you unlearn those behaviors, like that's really what helped me.
Yes.
And I'm not, I don't know if we'll ever get to 100% self-love, but I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
And I feel good about it.
Something you constantly work on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got to always work on it, because like you said, you're not going to be the same person 5 years from
Not at
now.
all.
So once you get to the next 5 years, you'll adjust to that one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that was my self-love journey. So, Nina, like, what's some things that you've been through on your journey?
All right. Well, I guess I can start off from like when I was younger. Like last episode on the mental health check, and I don't know, I think maybe on episode 4, I did mention, especially last episode, that when I was a kid, well, like Sierra, like you mentioned, you're bipolar. I'm also bipolar. I'm diagnosed as well.
Yes.
And I remember we talked about that.
Yes.
We have that in common. But when I was younger and I wasn't diagnosed, I didn't know what was going on. Nobody in my family knew. So I was punished for what they called acting out. So as a child, I just grew to believe that I was bad or something was, wrong with me my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I was misunderstood, and I internalized that, and I carried that. I still do sometimes. Like, I feel like it's still in me. I have to remind myself that, I was born like this, and it's not my fault.
Definitely, we didn't ask for it.
Yeah. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy,
Not
honestly. Like, this is the hardest, like, one of the hardest things ever
but
to
it's
go
not
through.
Impossible.
Yeah.
You're gonna be good. You're gonna as long as you manage it well, and you'll be fine. We all have our days.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have to let people know, bipolar or not,
I still deserve love.
Absolutely.
I still deserve respect.
And bipolar or not, if you got me fucked up, I'm gonna let you know that.
Yes.
That's on and off the meds. So
yes.
don't play
yes.
with me.
Yes. Amen to that.
No, that's right.
Yes. But also, like, as a kid, I also did experience a lot of like bullying for different things. First of all, I was a nerd. I had big bifocals. We were poor, so I didn't have like the latest fashions at the time. Also, I got made fun of a lot because even though I'm a black girl, I got a little flat booty, right?
Girl, me too. But it's all right. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's still clap, okay?
Yeah, it do. You can still throw it back and everything.
That's all that matters.
I didn't. Yes,
You used to vibrate real good.
I still can do it. I can still make it wiggle a little bit. But as a kid, though, I couldn't accept myself as a kid. So, like, what I did, though, as a defense mechanism, like, before anybody could make fun of me, I made fun of myself. Like, I would say all my flaws so they could shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? I didn't realize this. If you keep telling yourself something every day, you start to believe it.
Absolutely.
I would talk. I feel like at a certain point in my life, I got addicted to talking shit about myself and like abusing myself, bringing myself down like every day.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I like, nobody can hurt me like nobody can hurt me like I hurt me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be the one that did it instead of anybody else. And it was weird. It was crazy though, because it was such a good defense mechanism. But as I got older, I didn't know how to cut it off.
Yeah.
So it was normal to me.
And when you do that to yourself, then that's when you allow others.
Exactly. And that's what happened too.
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
and you are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
You are an absolutely beautiful person, honey.
Thank
I
you.
just can't believe that you didn't love yourself.
No. My relationship with myself
And there's people
is just
walking around looking like Planet of the Apes.
honestly.
Plus termites.
Oh my god!
And be having the biggest confidence.
I used to be wondering, I feel so bad saying this because everybody deserves
She said, I used to be
love.
wondering.
But
you were so silly.
wait, I'm sorry. No disrespect to anybody who looks like that. But what I'm saying is, listen, y'all ain't gonna put this on me. You know how? Okay, I'm about to make myself sound terrible.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try to clean it up. All right. The standard of beauty, we know what that looks like in the magazines, music videos, blah, blah, blah. The furthest away looking person from that has so much confidence.
I know a few, honey.
I
I
know.
I be like,
I feel like I'm somewhere in the
what
middle.
am I
I'm
doing
not,
wrong?
you know.
Honestly, though, I envy those people.
I know.
I wish
With that
I had that.
confidence.
Yes.
They got that confidence.
Yes.
I wish I had
And that's
that.
one thing you cannot fake.
Yes.
You cannot fake your
No.
confidence.
And you can't
Yeah.
take that away from nobody.
No.
Right.
So that's a beautiful thing to see, though. I
Yes,
mean,
it
I don't
is.
fault
It is.
them at all for feeling like that. That's great. I wish everybody could feel like that.
Yes.
So, I mean, for me, I ain't there yet, but it takes me a while to get there on certain days, and most days,
Yeah.
Just take a
you
leap.
know.
Take a leap and do something that you're
Yeah.
not used to doing. Just do
Yes,
it.
exactly.
I'm not where I want to be with my confidence, but it's building.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all that
I
matters.
take a leap. I take a leap
Mhm.
because who gonna check me?
Right.
You know?
Yes. What I started doing, like, now that I'm older and I, like, realize a lot of my toxic shit that I did to myself, like, I try to do something nice for myself at least. I try to do it every day. If I can't, at least every other day. I try to do something nice for myself. Like today, I'm really proud of my eyebrows. Like
Yeah,
I did
they look
I
really
took the time.
good.
Thank you.
They
I took the
look
time to do
good.
my eyebrows, and I'm like, I really like my eyebrows. I got my hair done today. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, I feel like little baby steps, even baby steps,
Yeah, that's all it
Yeah.
takes.
You
just
gotta
do
start
something.
somewhere.
Little victories.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just also want to say my relationship with myself has gotten better. I don't hate myself like how I used to. I'm not going to say I'm fully there, but I am nowhere near where I used to be. I'm in
Yeah.
counseling. I take medication.
Yes.
I pray. I do all that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you keep on doing that and everything will fall into place.
Yeah.
Everything will fall into place, but at least you know that, you recognize that you have an issue, you're correcting that. That's just with me. I know that I knew that my temper was off. I knew it was something off about my temper. I felt, I kind of knew I was bipolar real heavy when I was a teenager, but my mother didn't believe in medication. She didn't want to hear none of that. So, once I recognized just how I handle certain situations, I'm like, this isn't healthy.
Yeah.
I got to go get help. But you
Don't it,
recognize you doing what you got to do. Y'all doing, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So here's 13 steps to achieving total self-love. This is from healthline.com.
Yes.
So number 1 shows stop comparing yourself to others. And like I said, that was something that I struggled with so hard.
Because you never know what people go through behind closed
Oh, I
doors.
know. But they make
Yes.
it look so good.
They do, especially on social media.
So good.
They
You
do.
wouldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
People
so,
be all cute and then they go home and take their teeth out. And you be like,
so number 2 is don't worry about others' opinions. And that was hard too. I mean,
Yes.
it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But once you get to the point where you can stop, then it's so much better.
Yes.
I
telling
swear.
you.
And then number 3 is allow yourself to make mistakes because nobody is perfect. We're all gonna fuck up sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like-
I fuck up a lot, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, I didn't realize
I'm
how
really
much.
hard on myself. That's
Oh,
something
yeah.
that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Kind of giving myself and cutting myself some slack.
Yeah.
Taking accountability, but,
Right.
yeah.
Because ain't nobody perfect. There's nothing you can do about it.
Not at
Yeah.
all. Not
Nothing.
at all.
So number 4 is remember your value doesn't lie in how your body looks.
Mhm.
That's
Like,
very important.
That's another part of comparing yourself to others as far as looks go and standard of American Beauty and what's in the video vixens
Yeah.
and Instagram models.
What a typical
It's all
baddie
fake.
is.
It's all fake though now.
Yeah.
So how could you compare yourself to it?
You have to have your own
How?
definition of beauty
Yeah.
for
Yes.
yourself. So, yeah.
And just accept your body for how it looks, like because
Mhm.
that's how God wanted you to be.
Yeah, and if you want to change it, change it. Shit, I can't complain, and I'm about to eat a whole bunch of chicken wings.
Right.
I'm just gonna love it and would be like shit. I mean, it is what it is.
Right after
Yes.
this, because I'm starving.
Hell yeah.
All right. So number 5 is don't be afraid to let go of toxic people.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Ass off right at them ankles, just
Yeah.
got to go.
As soon as you realize
Yeah.
that
Yes.
it's some toxicity in there,
Mhm.
address it.
Cut it
If they
off.
don't correct
And that's
it.
the biggest mistake I made was letting people slide for too long. Too long.
I do that too. Yes.
I was
No.
friends with somebody for 15 years and let them try to play me in my face, but I had so much love for them. I'm like, well, then I got tired, honey. You got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're doing.
I remember you talked about
They
that in
do.
the video
Yes.
too. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I know
So,
who that is.
Yeah.
So then we got number 6, process your fears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Take
know
a leap
how to
and do something.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't really know how to interpret that. Process your fears.
Like
I
acknowledge them, like don't run from them. Probably,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's just so scary, the unknown.
Yeah.
When you don't know what that journey looks like, it's so hard to even want to take the first step.
Yeah.
Or you could look at it as, you never know what may come in a positive way. It's either way. You could look at it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I'm always the type of person to play it safe.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I cannot live in my comfort zone forever
Yeah.
because sometimes being uncomfortable, that's the way to go. You just can't stay comfortable. Can't stay complacent.
Right.
No.
Like you won't progress if you just stay still.
No, not at all.
I
You
just
definitely have
can't.
to take a chance.
For sure.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm working on that. And then we got, let me see where I'm at. Number 7 is trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I can't believe that's a part of self-love too.
Yeah.
I always was like indecisive. I think that's the word.
Yeah, indecisive.
Did you say undecisive? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I could never be sure of a decision I was making. I'm always going back and forth with myself mentally, and I hate that. I hate
Girl,
it
me
so
too.
much.
Down to food I want. I'm
Right? Yes.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. When I go to the grocery store, I can't even shop right. Like that's crazy.
I be
I
having
gotta
a whole
work.
bunch of stuff.
I gotta
Yeah.
work on
Months
that
later,
one.
you look, you be like, I didn't even know I bought this.
Yes, it's in the back of the freezer.
Yeah. It's back there like, I'm still here.
I'm working on that one though. So
Yeah. So number 8, let's see. Take every opportunity life presents or create your own. I like that. Because honestly, most of my life, I don't take opportunities. I just let like opportunities just pass just because I was afraid. I guess that's probably one of my fears, like new experiences. So that's a good one. Let's see. Number 9, put yourself first.
Yes.
That's very hard for me because I like to say I'm a recovering people pleaser.
Yeah.
I always try to make sure everybody else is good before I'm good.
Yeah.
And that I have a hard time doing that. I always feel guilty when I try to do something like nice for myself.
Oh,
or like
no.
you know,
I went through that. And
Yeah.
I still go through that at times.
yeah, like
But
I'm
then
like,
I gotta sit there and remember, like, hold on. Y'all eating, y'all got a roof over y'all head, y'all got a good Christmas. I'm a good mom. I love y'all. I cook breakfast, I make dinner. Oh no, I'm buying this. Even for yourself, you know, I know you don't have any children, but
Yeah.
you work, you pay your bills, you know.
I got a cat.
You do what you have to do. Your cat lives
Yep.
a good life.
yeah,
right,
that's
you
my
know?
baby.
So,
He living in luxury.
He
over
really
there,
do.
for real.
He really do. He's spoiled as hell.
yeah, he is, so you know you gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, I'm starting to do that, but I still got to work on that. But I'm doing
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. Number 10. I like this one a lot. Feel pain and joy as fully as you can.
That's a tough one.
I mean, yeah, but I like that.
I was
I
so
like that one.
numb for a few years. I cut my emotions off. I like emotionally detached from people. And I think that when I was dealing with people in that moment, it was just a physical like attraction type of situation. I never got emotionally invested.
Yeah.
I never could sink in and let somebody actually care about me because I knew I couldn't return it.
Yeah.
And it was so temporary. Oh my gosh, that phase of my life was an interesting one to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it, but it was
That's a journey within itself.
Oh my goodness, it was. It was. And I know it wasn't good because I hurt people in that process.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how they say hurt people hurt people.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
And it happens,
goodness.
you know.
Yes.
But, you know, you grow from it, and
Man, that was not intentional, but now that I can look at it
Mhm.
in retrospect, that's exactly what was happening.
But that's
Yeah.
good that you can see it now and grow
Man.
from that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
So this next one, I'm trying to interpret it. Number 11 says exercise boldness in public. What I get from that personally, I think like I always think of this like if you're at a party or some kind of social event and they got music playing and nobody's dancing, maybe be the first one to start the party. I don't know, go on the dance floor and dance.
Yeah.
Like don't be afraid to look silly. Like that's how
Yeah.
I take it. Like
Yeah.
don't be afraid to, I don't know, like just take a chance. Go out there and do something bold. Like
Like,
I don't.
Yeah.
Live in the moment because life is too short. Basically.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
that can even go another way. You in line at McDonald's, a little old person try to slide. No, honey, get in the back. I'm being bold and I'm speaking up. You got to slide to the back, boo.
Nina, that be at the
That be
grocery
happening
store.
to me at the grocery store and shit. Like Ethel be trying to.
Well, I'm telling you, when you don't let nothing slide, don't let nothing slide.
Not Ethel.
Yes, Ethel be trying to get in front of me.
No, old people not sliding in front of nothing.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
care.
They
You in a
be
wheelchair, I'm turning you around. Get in the back. You have to wait.
Hey, quick story. One time, y'all know Chip, my buddy Chip.
Yeah.
We're bigger guys. So me and Chip was at the Amish market, and we were waiting in line to get some donuts.
Oh, they got the
And
best
this
donuts.
old lady came in and looked us dead in our face and was like, "Yeah, I need to get in front of y'all so it could be some left." And
Wow.
and got in front of us.
Are you serious?
What did y'all do?
That's
You should have pushed her over.
You can't push an old
I
lady.
don't
gentleman.
care.
He's a
At that
gentleman.
point, I don't care.
Now, had that been me,
She
I would have
was-
had to move her back. Get her little move.
She was
Come on,
disrespectful.
sis.
No.
all I could do was
Unacceptable.
laugh. Like I could take a joke. It was funny.
How could
That
she?
was-
That's
though?
crazy.
No, she
Now that lady
slid
was
around.
bold. She was bold.
She was
Oh.
dead serious.
She definitely was practicing boldness.
Right.
That's so
Yeah.
disrespectful.
That lady
Yeah,
got some
she-
balls.
Wow.
Y'all more mad than me. I
I'm
thought it
so,
was-
That ain't
I'm
cool.
so
I'm thinking about the
pissed.
donuts right now. Like,
I wish I was there. I'm so pissed.
I would have been like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
Right.
Don't be talking to my.
wild.
Don't be talking to my boot like that. He getting donuts for both of us.
Wow.
That's crazy as hell.
Wow.
Let's see. Number 12. See the beauty in the simple things. Like
Absolutely.
that's what I was saying too. Like little baby steps, just doing something nice. Like that is beautiful. Just
Go
doing
sit
little.
in Milk Creek Park and
Yes.
just chill.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Yes.
Girl, just
Yes.
go sit and chill. Go sit and just look at the beauty in the nature. And
Yes.
then you just sit and reflect. And yes,
I used to
Listen
go on
to-
hikes with one of my exes. Y'all ever been on a hike? Like
It's been
hiking in the
years.
mountains and shit? That shut up.
it's been years.
I have yes, my ex is a older white man that I'm talking about, and
That's
he used to
not-
take me on hikes.
That's not why I was looking like that. I know what
oh,
y'all
because
did in the park.
we did something on the trails.
Y'all.
We really
out of
experienced
control.
nature to its full potential. Okay, it was beautiful. Okay, shit. Anyway,
Wow.
okay, so number 13 is the last one. Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
I used to beat the fuck out of myself.
Yeah.
Like actually, literally,
Be in a bathroom.
metaphorically.
Like on a thin line with the orange.
She was out of control now.
That was crazy. What's her name? Brandy.
Yeah.
She had the orange. And she was
She
that was
getting-
wild.
She was going off.
I know,
was
it's-
like, whoa.
Ooh.
But yes, guys, those are the 13 steps to achieving total self-love, according to healthline.com. So
Okay, so I have a question for Sierra.
Yes.
What is something that you do now to give yourself self-love? Like what do you practice now for self-love in your life?
Let's see. Every morning I get up, I go to Starbucks and get me a coffee
okay.
because that's something I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care
What
how
kind
much
of coffee
money.
you get?
I always get a started caramel cold brew with 5 pumps of caramel and 5 pumps of vanilla. I don't care what size it is.
That sounds good though. Okay.
That's so
But
specific.
that's,
Right.
that's my
Rich.
usual. No, but I am this year. I am considering just buying a little piece of Starbucks stock, being that
Oh,
I spend so much money there.
You
You
might as
should.
well.
Yeah,
You should.
definitely. But I do that. That's my. Okay, y'all want the rawness. I rose me up a little Mary, and then I go and get me a coffee.
There ain't nothing
Oh,
wrong with
yeah.
that.
Morning.
There ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
And
that.
then that's my little routine. And then my kids are already off to school and stuff, so I go sit in the park sometime when it's nice.
Okay.
Just to ease my mind before I start my day.
Yeah.
I seen you in the park.
Yeah.
I seen you. You didn't know it was me, but I knew it was
Yeah.
you. Over by the water.
Yeah, that's my little spot.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a nice spot. I like
Yeah.
that's I go
Yeah,
there.
I sit,
The
I go
waterfall
over there and
place.
chill.
Yeah.
But I do that for myself.
Mhm.
I am getting back into getting my hair done, getting my nails done, just treating myself and let myself know that I'm important and that I matter.
Right.
And, I like to wear makeup and I like to look nice for myself. Just do little things that just make me happy. I'm getting back into reading books. I'm getting back into writing, the things that we are kind of getting away from.
Mhm.
I want to go on Babbel or I want to go on Rosetta Stone and learn a new language, something for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something that's just where I could grow.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
That's good. Shay, what is something that you do to practice self-love?
Okay, I'm only gonna say one thing that I do because you told me that my habits aren't that healthy. So,
Nah, we want them.
I want to know.
all right. So, for self love, for me, I like to treat myself to
Ooh,
Like,
sorry.
oh,
okay.
that's all right.
Ooh, it's all on the mic.
I treat myself to an expensive meal, probably.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's
definitely.
not something I have weekly or even daily. Like, I want a nice meal that's going to
Yeah.
fill me up. I love food, so why not? That's something that
Oh,
I
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I love good food. Then I like to shop, but sometimes I might overspend. So that's not really the greatest habit, but those are two things that I love to do for self-love because it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm not going to go like into debt over it. I just
You can also buy
Ain't
things
that-
that like
ain't
will
nothing
make you
wrong with
better.
that.
okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
sometimes
okay.
I feel bad about it after I do it, but it feels good in the moment. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you want to get a good steak? I go by myself, sit at the bar, get a good
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Yes.
the best feeling.
Bar
Yeah.
food is really good. I love bar food.
I sit at the bar at a restaurant.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I did that too. I went to Firebirds and was sitting there just
Yeah.
chilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
At the bar.
Firebirds is
At
a
the
good
bar.
one.
Got me a drink, got me a nice meal by myself and just
Yeah.
chilling. It was cool.
Yeah.
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 I feel like if you go out to eat by yourself, sit at the bar.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
That's the perfect spot.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So Nina, what's something you do to practice self-love?
Well, like I said in the last episode, I started back up dieting and exercising. For me personally, that it just
Ooh, I need help
it's
with that,
set.
Lord.
I could
I need
definitely
help with
show-
that.
yes.
That's definitely
Okay.
a goal of mine that I just keep
Yeah.
on sliding back from. Like,
Yeah.
more stuff.
I don't know why,
Chicken
but
wing.
it literally grounds me though. Like I don't know why, but it makes me feel disciplined. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I follow like a schedule. Like I do like 30-minute workouts every day.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's
Yeah.
good. See, that's something to motivate me.
Yeah, like I get up early in the morning before work.
Yeah.
I work out. I eat my little healthy breakfast. I'm also dieting, like I said. Oh, one more thing that I'm not gonna lie. To practice self-love, and I'm sorry, y'all. I like to masturbate a lot.
Girl, I was gonna say something, but I ain't know. I ain't want,
Listen,
I
self-love.
ain't want him crawling through my window tonight, so I ain't want to get too raw with it. I'm like, I don't understand.
I feel like masturbation is a big part of self-love, and that's helping me
Yes.
love myself.
And when I go buy sex toys, I'll be happy. I'll be like, bitch, I just got this new butt, bitch. Yes.
Yes, hell yeah. Listen,
I'll be
self-love
hyped.
is
Good
the best
night.
love.
Good night,
Yes.
kids.
Ain't
You put your
nothing
little
wrong
cat in
with
the bed.
that.
Good night, cat.
Yes, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm sorry. Yes, to my ex-lovers, whatever. You were great, but I'm sorry. Can't nobody get it like how I get it,
Not at
baby.
all. Not at
Okay.
all, honey.
It's honestly not fair.
What?
What's not fair?
It's
Like,
not fair.
The toys y'all got compared to a man.
Well, men, y'all don't follow directions that well when we
Not
try
at
to
all.
tell y'all what to do.
I mean, some of them do, but
Yes, but it's-
majority
Because
don't.
I
so
know
hard.
you like the passion of the man and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, y'all be like, oh, I
Nah.
gotta, and then that's when I gotta be like, stick it on the wall and get it done.
Stick it on the wall.
Oh, you got some toys.
You got a whole treasure chest of it.
Gets a little wild, but I'm happy. Self-love.
The rose,
Yes, yes.
The rose hit the street, and y'all ain't.
I
look
never
back.
had one.
I think I might have had one back in the day. I had
I
one.
never had one.
I have one, but I lost my charger.
I like the little bullets. I like the little bullet ones.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
They do the job real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't got to put a lot
See,
of effort
I don't
in.
like real big dildos, but
Me
the
either.
little rabbit, but the little ears. Now that part cool.
Yes.
So
So
dildo
can,
piece, I just be like, y'all keep that.
did we talk about this before? Like,
No.
Not
guys-
toys, but
Wait.
Can guys have toys?
yeah,
Yeah,
me and my
I don't
exes have
understand why
toys.
y'all don't be
No,
having an extra
we
little
can't.
coochie
Yes,
on
you
the side
can.
sometimes.
So like, all right.
Y'all can have a little coochie
This
in
was
the,
on the
in
show
in the drawer.
before. He had it was on the show Dave, and he had the butt and the legs.
The what?
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on.
Oh man.
Say
It's
what?
like a mold of a butt and some legs.
Oh.
So he can sit it on the bed or something. you
Y'all
know
know
what
I used to work at a sex shop. We have to talk about that in another episode.
Yeah,
but
that's
we used to
another
sell
one.
those. We used to sell those
But
at the
y'all
sex
be okay
shop.
with a dude having some shit like that?
Yes, I don't want to see it, but if you got it, whatever.
My-
Like,
That's your thing.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
I made my one ex buy a fleshlight because like when I didn't want to, I wanted him to fuck that instead of another bitch. So
Yeah.
and sometimes I used the
That's-
fleshlight on him.
Okay.
While I sat on like never mind.
So these are
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
these are unpopular opinions. We're not your typicals.
Oh
So-
no, I know
Oh,
I'm definitely
definitely
not
not.
a typical. I know I'm not.
So we're not speaking for the masses.
no,
Yeah.
not at all.
We're not vanilla at all.
No.
Yeah, it's good to know that there's some out there that
Oh yeah.
I don't want a toy, but
I like to
If
watch
that's
men
what you
masturbate.
like, I mean, I'm a very open person, and I feel
Yes.
like you have to be very comfortable with your sexuality. You
Right.
have to be.
It's acceptable.
You
it's
have to
not.
be.
You shouldn't care
Right.
about what nobody
I
else
definitely don't. I'd be like, hey, I like him and her shit.
Right. Right.
I just, hey, that's what you like. That's what you like. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
think.
Yes.
So,
Shit.
you know, nowadays when I be like, well, do you mess with girls? And now I'll be like, bitch, you're boring. Like, what the fuck? You know, you got to be comfortable with yourself. And I love myself and I love to have a good time. There's nothing wrong
Right.
with it.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. You have to love yourself.
You have to.
Be real with yourself.
Right.
Touch yourself.
Yes.
Love yourself. That's it. Okay?
I love her. I swear to God. Hey,
I
Art.
love you too,
Yes.
honey.
What is something that you do to practice self love?
I go get a meal. That's about it. I
So
work.
you like
Forget
Chae?
that meal. Forget that
Yeah, I get
meal
the
shit. What you
meal.
really do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What you
I do that
really
on the
do.
regular, so I don't really do that
Yeah.
for that because that's something I do every day.
Right.
But
No, but what you really do?
I dive into projects.
Okay.
That keeps me like.
And you're very good at that.
Yeah.
Yes, he
I
is.
try to be. I try to
Yeah.
be. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. I don't really. I haven't found my thing. I don't think yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm getting there.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have one more final question for everyone. And so first I'll ask you, Sierra.
Yes.
If you could, what would you tell your younger self for advice basically about self-love?
I would tell myself, always choose you first. Always make the best decisions that suit you because this is your life that you have to live.
Okay.
So that's what I would tell my younger self. And I would remind myself of what my mother taught me about guys, the 4 F's. They find you, fool you, fuck you, and forget about you.
Oh, I never heard that, but I like that.
Shit, she
I
was-
like that. I never heard
and
that.
she ain't never lied.
Yeah.
I like that. I never heard
Oh,
that, but I
yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Straight
And she
like that.
and she had a little acting piece for every part. They find you, hey baby, what's up? You looking all good. And then they fool you. No, I ain't got no girlfriend. I ain't got no kids.
Or I love you.
Yeah. And then you know, let me put the head in. And then they, you know, that's the fuck you part. And then, you know,
3 pumps.
yeah.
3 pumps.
And then you see them out at the bar, you know, hey, they done forgot about your ass. They done audit you. You let their hair out. Don't let them play with you.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I would tell myself.
Okay.
Mhm.
What
Yeah, I
about
like
you,
that
Chae?
one. I wish there was a way to say this that younger people could understand because I feel like we had forewarnings, possibly. Just don't be so naive. It's so hard to like screen people. Like you feel like you could trust the things everybody tells you.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to have good judgment. But you know, I guess that's part of growing up. I just wish I would have been more careful with my feelings, been more protective of myself.
Follow
Yeah.
that gut feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always felt like I said, with the decision making, I'm like, well, what if I'm wrong? Let me give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Just follow your gut, just like you said. That's what
Yeah.
I would tell myself.
Okay.
So
What about you, Art?
What
Would you tell your younger self?
how insignificant a lot of stuff is.
mhm.
Like you in 3rd grade, you think that's the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know, you think high school is all that matters.
Yeah.
When in, you know, the grand scheme, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like if you stay focused and, you know what I mean, do what you're supposed to do, nobody care about no high school stuff
Right.
when you get
Right.
older. You know what I mean? Like 36, I can't even remember the stuff from high school that
Yeah.
you just thought was so important.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is really not. So I would tell myself, leave first of all.
Yeah.
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 You know,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.
Just
So what about you, Nina? You last to go?
So what I would tell myself, let's see. Well, first of all, I love you. Talking to myself.
Yes.
You are important. Let's see. You're gonna go through a lot of shit, but just know that everything that's gonna happen to you is not your fault. And you have to learn how to forgive yourself. That is gonna be the hardest thing that you're gonna do, but you have to forgive yourself.
Yes.
So That's all I want to say. Sorry, I'm getting
It's
emotional
okay,
again.
girl. You good. It's
But yeah,
all right.
that's
It's all
so
right.
hard, but it's so true.
Yeah.
And I'm learning forgiveness now. Like I'm going through it. So
Mhm.
yeah, I have to forgive my
big
younger
step.
self for all
It's
the
a big
shits that happened.
But once you do it, you feel
yeah.
Mhm. If somebody would have told me years ago that it would be so hard to forgive myself, I would have thought they was lying. So, like, how could you forgive yourself? Like, it's yourself.
Yeah.
once
But-
you face yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's when
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear it's the 30s. When you get into the 30s, something happens.
I'm
and
starting to understand what y'all saying. I'm feeling it
yes,
now.
I
Like,
tried
I'm-
to tell
yeah.
you, but I guess, there's nothing you could say to make you realize until you
You just got to go through it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're at the point today where I have a sweet treat of the day, which is also a life hack for anybody who's new. Because, like I said before, I'm all about making life easier, simpler, and better. So
Yes.
this is.
I will say that last week's one,
That was
Yeah.
good.
I passed that on to people.
Oh, did you?
The candle, the
Yes.
spaghetti one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Tell Sierra about it.
So
Yeah.
last week, my sweet treat was to use a stick of uncooked spaghetti
Yeah.
for a candlestick lighter. Like, you know how they got the long lighters for candles?
Yes.
So when the wick gets short, if you don't have one,
Yeah.
you could light the spaghetti on fire on the stove and
Yeah.
use that. It'll
Oh,
light the
okay.
candle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never thought about
I know,
that.
right? Like,
Right.
who
Yeah.
I used to
ever
burn
thought
the
about
tips of my
that?
fingers and
Me
shit
too,
trying to
just-
stick it in there.
The little lighter, you got it upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that so
we
much.
we all been there.
So here's the other one I got for this week. This is a good one too. I haven't tried it, but I think it works.
Okay.
I don't think you ever tried any of them before you told
I
us.
tried the one with the
Nina did
Vicks
it.
Vapo Rub, even though I didn't do it right.
Don't put me on blast like that. All right, so this one is about like wood surfaces, wooden tables, chairs. If they're scratched, if you get a walnut out of the shell, not just the walnut in the shell, rub it on the wood that's like scratched, and it'll look like brand new.
I actually
yeah.
heard that one.
Have
before.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
that does
Okay, that's so wild. Like
I
how
wonder what's in the walnut. Like,
the brown color like rubs off on the wood. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm thinking about walnuts and ice cream.
I
and
know,
treats and
right?
shit. I'm like,
I'm so hungry.
yeah. But that's a good one too.
I
Okay.
know, I like it.
So after the sweet treat, I always do my inspirational quote and just a message to leave you guys with before we go. So I have two of them. The first one, I cannot remember where I got it from, but it said that your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. So I really definitely agree with that. But there's another one that I get from one of my favorite celebrities in the whole wide world, which is RuPaul Charles. I love watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
yes.
Yes, I love drag queens. They also speak life into me because just like
I love drag queens. They don't give a
yes,
fuck.
they don't give a
They
fuck.
been stepping. I be
They
like,
don't give a
period.
fuck. And like
Yes.
their lives are hard. They're first of all, they're a part of the queer community and a lot of people fucking hate on them. So it's for them to express themselves through their art of drag. I think that's so beautiful and so courageous. But okay, so what RuPaul said, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. He always says after every episode, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? And he'd be like, now can I get an amen up in here? And they'd be like, amen. I just want to leave y'all
Yes.
with that because that's
And
beautiful.
amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. So
Amen.
yes. Shay, you want to tell everybody our handles
Oh
real
yeah,
quick?
sure. All right, so our main page is, or our main YouTube, it is, when you search in the search bar on YouTube, just search MSK Podcast. It's not under My Sister's Keeper. It is abbreviated MSK Podcast. And on Facebook, it will be under My Sister's Keeper. And then if you want to listen to us on audio, you can find us on Apple and Spotify under My Sister's Keeper as well. And then what am I forgetting?
Email.
Is
Our
that it?
email.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have any ideas or topics you would like us to discuss, or if anyone out there would like to be a sponsor and want us to
Yes.
read any ads, you can email us at mskpod611@gmail.com. Once again, that's mskpod611@gmail.com.
Yes.
And
Oh, also, before I forget,
Mhm.
if you are watching us on YouTube, because we're new to video, so this is what our third video
Yeah.
on YouTube.
yeah.
please, if you like what you heard today, please hit the like button. If you like what we did today, also please hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop a new video, and that also helps our channel. And please share this shit. We would really appreciate it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yes.
And before we get out of here, we just want to thank our special
Yes.
guest, Sierra, for
Thank
coming
you
in
so
today.
much.
No problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Thank you, ladies, so much for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
It has been a
I'm so-
fucking pleasure.
Yes, it
You have
has.
no idea.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
you gotta
so
come back.
much. I
Yes.
definitely
Yes.
will. I
Yes.
definitely
Do.
will. Thank you so much. And I also am getting my own YouTube page started
Okay.
under Sierra Alexis. I only have 2 videos right now,
Okay.
but that's going to be based on mental health and self-love, and I'm going to just be doing some different vlogs about my life.
Can you
and
spell it for
just
the
different
people
things
on
like
here?
that. Oh yes. Hold on, let me grab my phone just
Okay.
to make sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, because we definitely want them to know. So,
Yes.
uh-oh.
Oh,
Sorry.
I feel like I'm too big for this area.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. Ooh. It's the high tech here.
Gotta flip it.
Oh yeah.
It's so confusing,
that.
I swear. I couldn't figure it out either.
I thought she was about to get
Yeah.
it on the first try. I was about to say something.
Okay, let me take a look. Just to make sure I have it correct. Y'all look up something and it's people eating little rat booties. Something like that is not me.
Right.
Okay, it is under my first and last name. So my first name is Sierra, Sierra, and my middle name is Alexis, Alexis, and it should be a picture of me with red lipstick on.
Okay.
That is my channel.
I'm gonna have to
And
subscribe.
I only have 2 videos right now, but I do have more content coming.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do want to thank you, ladies, again for having me. I'm
Yes.
so happy. I'm so happy. to
And
be
thank
here.
you. Thank you
you.
very
Thanks
much.
for
Oh,
coming. problem.
I'm so glad y'all
Anytime.
got to meet
I'm
finally.
so
yes.
happy.
Oh
I
my
am too.
goodness. That
I
was
am
crazy.
too.
It was long overdue.
It
Yes.
was.
Yes,
It
it
was.
was. Yes, it was. So I'm thank you again for having me.
Thank
problem.
you.
Yes.
All right. So thank you for tuning in,
Yes.
everybody. And this has been another episode
Of
of My Sister's Keeper.
Keeper. Bye.
This is the Relationship Podcast.
This is the Mental Health Podcast.
This is the Self-Love Podcast.
This is the Real Life Podcast.
And this is My Sister's Keeper. Hey!